Hi friends, today's video is for women. How does the woman make sure she maintains her boundaries in a relationship? How do you prevent a divorce? And the woman's happiness is very much related to whether she's going to file for that divorce, if she's going to break up with her partner. So golden rules a woman must follow to have a wonderful relationship and maintain her boundaries. The number one rule is to have boundaries. Whether it's with a man or with your kids or with your friends or with your colleagues, you need to have boundaries and you need to establish them early on in the marriage or in the relationship. And you need to maintain them. Be clear about your boundaries. If you have time that you plan to spend with your friends, be clear about it. If you have a yoga class every Thursday, say, I have a yoga class on Thursday, I'm not going to cancel it for any family chores or anything like that. If you don't like something sexually, be clear about it and tell your husband, I don't want to do anal, for example. I don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't want to do it. We're not going to discuss it anymore. When he says something to you that you don't like, you have to say, I don't like that. Be clear. When you say, I don't like that, say, it makes me feel blank. I don't like it when you bring your friends home without letting me know ahead of time. It makes me feel anxious and frustrated because I'm unprepared. Have boundaries and be clear about it. Rule number 2, always think of yourself first. Now, let's not go to the extreme. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be thinking about, your kids or your husband or hurting them or being mean to them. Nothing like that. But always put yourself first means that women always give away themselves. They give of themselves too much to the point that there's nothing left. And then sometimes they end up blaming their partner. A lot of times we women put our children, our family, our husband first. Start putting yourself first. Start saying, I need this or I need that. And don't worry about asking about the most tastiest morsel at the table. Don't worry about asking him to open the door for you. No, I'm not a feminist. It's okay for a woman to ask for the man to open doors for you. It's okay to say, I really love flowers. I wish that you would get me flowers just because. It's okay to say, I'm cold. Can I have your jacket? Because if you don't think of yourself and if you don't love yourself and you don't put yourself first, no one else will, I promise you. If you show that you are the kind of person that has respect for yourself, that has love for yourself, gives yourself time, gives yourself a space to get some rest or a nap, or just say, look, I'm tired, I need a break. You guys figure out dinner today on your own. If you have that kind of care for yourself, others will follow, including your husband, including your partner, including your children, and anybody else around you. Show yourself to be somebody that you yourself love and hold worthy, and others will follow. Third rule, learn to speak of your feelings and learn to identify the feeling you're having in a relationship and learn to voice it without hurting the other person. Understand the feelings that you have. Most women are so focused on other people, they don't know how they feel. I am angry. I feel angry. I feel upset. I feel anxious. I feel frustrated. I feel unprepared. I feel really disbalanced right now. It's okay. And if you don't tell your husband or your partner or even your family how you feel, they will never know. So don't expect them to read your mind or to know what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Learn to voice your feelings. Learn to identify them. Learn to ask for what you need and what you want. So learn to ask for what you wish for. I really need an hour today to take a break. I really need a run outside today. I really need for you to take the kids to a pizza parlor and for me to just put my feet up and take a break. Learn to say what you feel what you want and what you need, and always say it over and over again. Number 4, develop yourself, grow, learn, travel, have your own space and your own growth independent of your partner. Okay, take that interesting class or seminar you always wanted to take. Go to that wine tasting, even if it's without your husband or your partner. Do something for yourself to grow yourself emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Maybe you want to do that MBA course that you never had time for. Maybe now is the time that the kids are going to college too. Make sure you're an interesting person in your relationship. Make sure that your partner has something to talk to you about. That's important. Okay, and if you don't read, if you don't travel, if you don't learn, if you don't talk to people, if you're not a well-rounded person and you don't keep developing and growing as a human being, as a mind, as a brain, as a soul, you're not going to have much value to your partner. Your job in a relationship is to always be raising your value, okay, in financial terms, making sure you're more and more worthy for him. And the last one is to have your own financial independence, meaning every couple should have 2 joint accounts, a joint checking for mortgage, taxes, car payments, whatever, food, groceries, a joint savings account where you and your partner will be putting money in for travel, for expenses, things that you want to purchase together as a couple, right? Maybe you're saving for a house. Maybe you're saving for a retirement trip to Hawaii, whatever. But it's also important that you have your own separate bank account where some of your money will be put aside every month. And I'm not talking about that retirement account. You definitely should have your own retirement account from work or whatever set up. I'm not talking about that. That's a good thing to have for everyone, and it's a must. You must be thinking of retirement as soon as you get your first job, to be honest with you. But I'm talking about for money to buy that expensive bag or an extra, skirt or lipstick that's $40 and you always wanted to have that color of the lipstick, to take a girls trip somewhere. Have your own account that you don't need to account for to your partner. Financial independence is key to you being happy in your relationship, to you having the freedoms that everyone deserves and the space financially everyone needs to feel like themselves, because women often get lost in their marriage. They disappear in their husband. They take on all the husband's interests and they begin to believe that whatever the husband thinks or wants or does is automatically something that's good for you. It's not always a good thing for you. You should have your own money just in case, even if there's never a rainy day and it's just for you to have for that extra expense or whatever it is that you want to do without having to tell him or ask him or explain or account for. All right? And if you do all these things, your relationship will be in a good, healthy place. That's it. Thank you for watching. We ask you to become a subscriber. We ask you to give us a heart to show us you like this video. And we'll keep making more videos about relationships and sometimes about divorces, just like this one. Bye-bye.